皆さん、こんにちは。またたんです。Welcome back to my Japanese learning podcast. Today I want to talk about this. When I first saw it, I kept asking myself, why do Japanese people add this at the end of sentences? What does it even mean? Is it necessary? So today I want to explain this from a foreign learner point of view.At first, I learned a simple sentence like 電車が遅れました. It's very simple, clear, and done, right? But then I heard Japanese people say 電車が遅れたんです. And I thought, wait, isn't that the same thing? Grammatically, yes, but emotionally, no. And how I finally understood it.Here is the key. This as a feeling of explanation. It's like saying, the thing is, well, you see, the reason is. So when someone asks, どうして遅れたんですか? Why were you late? And you answer, 電車が遅れたんです. You're not just stating a fact. You are explaining the reason behind it. That's when it finally clicked for me.And another realization, I also noticed something else. Japanese people use this when they are sharing something personal. For example, imagine your friend invites you to a party tonight, but you have a test tomorrow and they don't know about it. In that situation, you might say, 実は明日テストがあるんです。If you remove this, 明日テストがあります。It sounds neutral to information, right? But with this, it feels more human, more emotional, like you are letting someone into your situation. That's a big moment for me as a learner. This is also commonly used when asking questions. When you add this to a question, it gives the feeling that I want to know the reason. Could you explain what's going on? In other words, the speaker is not just asking for information, they also want to know what's really going on. Alright, let's compare the two sentences. 何をしてますか and 何をしてるんですか? At first, 何をしてますか? This simply means, what are you doing? Here, you are just asking about someone's current action. It is a neutral question. For example, if you call your friend and say, hey, what are you doing right now? In Japanese, you would say, 何をしてますか? And 何をしてるんですか? This sentence has a slightly different feeling. It sounds more like, hey, what are you doing? Or sometimes it can sound like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Here the speaker is not just asking about the action, but also want to know the reason or the situation behind it. For example, in Japan, people usually line up in order. If someone suddenly cut in line in front of you, in this situation you could say, 何をしてるんですか? In English, it sounds like, hey, what the hell are you doing? You're asking for an explanation about why they cut in line and showing that you're very upset. And here another example. Instead of saying どうしましたか? Japanese people often say どうしたんですか? The second one sounds softer. It feels like, what happened? I'm worried about you. Can you tell me what's really going on? Something like that. As a foreigner, I realize Japanese communication is not just about grammar. It's about emotional nuance. And this is one of those tools. And final, how to use んですか Japanese people often use underscore before asking for help or making a request. For example, you don't know how to read this kanji and you want to ask your teacher how to read it. In this situation, Japanese students don't ask directly how to read this kanji. They usually say, すいません、この漢字が読めないんですが。The speaker is indirectly asking, could you help me? That made the request sound softer and more polite. Another example, 日本語で手紙を書いたんですが、ちょっと見ていただけませんか? Instead of asking directly, the speaker explained the situation first. Alright, let's sum it up. Now when I heard undes, I automatically think, the context here. Someone is explaining something, giving a reason, sharing emotion, or softening their tone. It doesn't change the main meaning, it changes the feeling. And final thought, when I stopped trying to translate undes directly into English and started listening to how it feels in conversation, that when I truly understood it. So if you are confused by undes, don't worry, every foreign learner goes through this stage, but when you get it, you will start sounding much more natural in Japanese. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.